Hello and welcome to this video showing you how to use the training report from Compass and put it into the training assistant. So we've just downloaded the training report file and that's got all of the information in there that we want, but it's not in a particularly usable format. So what we want is to be able to go and find the training assistant, and that's at scouts.org.uk/training-assistant. And that link is in the notes below the video as well, so you can click on it. You can see that it's got a little Dropbox link logo at the front, so you will go to a Dropbox folder rather than the page on the Scouts website, so don't be surprised when that happens. You don't need a Dropbox account to be able to use this, it's just the place that the latest versions are stored. You can see that there are 5 different files within the Training Assistant folder. The one that we want is this 4th one along here called Training Assistant, and then the number in brackets is the version that it's got there. Feel free to look at the others, but the only one that you actually need is this one. So if we click on that one, it will start off with a green screen that comes up because it's trying to preview it and it can't show us anything. And along here you've got 3 buttons: sign in, sign up and download. If you have a Dropbox account and would like to add it to your Dropbox, by all means feel free. If you don't see that menu, perhaps your browser's hidden it, you might need this little left arrow here to be able to open it up. But the only button you actually need there is download, and then direct download will take a copy down onto your computer, or as I mentioned, you can add it to your Dropbox folder if you'd rather. So we'll do a direct download and it'll then pop up in my downloads bar here, and when I click on it there's 2 warning steps that it will take me through, and both of those are absolutely fine. The first one tells me that it's a file that's been downloaded from the internet. Am I okay with trusting it, which I am. And then the second one will give me a message about these macros, and the macros are little programs that run in the background of Excel to be able to get it to do all its clever wizardry. So we want to enable those as well. And once we've gone through both of those options, we will have the Training Assistant open. You can see it gives you a lot of information about how it works, links to each of the other assistants, compliance assistant. This one is the Training Assistant, and then there's an awards assistant as well. But we just want to go ahead and press on start, and so then you need to find the report that you've downloaded. As you can see, I've got an anonymised copy so that we're not looking at people's personal information, so I'll just grab that one and press OK. There are options here if you want to save and get the report saved straight away, or to leave it open. I tend to leave them open so you can have a little fiddle around with them. And then down the bottom here it will ask you which fields you want to show. So I tend not to use forenames. Preferred forenames uses the known as field within Compass, so that's the more helpful one. The county field probably isn't that helpful. Might be useful to include districts, and then email addresses, training advisor, section might not be that helpful, so you can pick and choose all of those as well. There's a little message there about seeing all totals as well. So if we go and press that one, it will work away in the background to be able to show us the Training Assistant. Because of the amount of data that's being processed in the training report, this one might also take a moment or two, so a little bit of patience is always useful here. Okay, so once the Training Assistant has worked through its stuff, you'll then see this option. So you can either have by default the option that includes all the information in one report, or you can separate it out. So separating it out might be helpful if you need to send it on to others, but we'll just keep it all in one for now. Okay, and once the Assistance run, it will ask you if you want to remove the reports you've downloaded or just complete it and show it to you. And you'll see 3 tabs in here. The first one just gives you the information of how things have been calculated, so if you're wondering why something is showing up as it is, then have a little look here first. On the summary, it gives you quite a comprehensive top sheet of the different modules in different categories. So you can see that the induction modules are in green and so forth. They're grouped together here. So you've got the total number of roles. Remember that these training reports report on roles rather than people. So if you're wondering why some of the numbers are quite so large, and it will show you percentages for each of them as well. There's a couple of little statuses that we'll get to on the next sheet in a moment, but are being required. And then you've got some columns. The pink ones show you how many of them and what percentage are overdue. And then how many are due soon, and then the percentage of due soon, and then those not validated as well. So there's different categories that things can be in. And you can see as you go down the screen, all of the various modules are there, right the way through the modular scheme. So if you want to dive into any of them, then the information is there. So that top sheet, that summary page, is really helpful for being able to get a view about what the county or what the district looks like and where you might need to put some attention. It gives a little bit of information on the right hand side about what each of them mean as well, in case you need help understanding it. A final thing, just to really show you quickly how this information looks, is the third tab, report, and it's got each of the people in here. So we've got these anonymised here, and you can see where there's missing information. It just leaves it blank, and these codes become worth seeing here. If you hover over any of the status boxes, might be a little bit small to see there. So what it says is that R is required, V is validated, and C is completed but not validated. So if someone's completed the learning portion of a module but not validated it as well. And as the note at the bottom says here, combinations can occur for various reasons. You can also see that each of the menus, each of the headers have a little triangle, each of a drop-down list. So you can click these to use to filter and sort as well. So that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour of how to be able to find your way around the Training Assistant. In the later videos, we'll look at doing particularly common and useful functions as well. But this hopefully should get you started.